So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart, facing comfortably forward. Knees relaxed or slightly bent. Bring the hips forward so the tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in. Take a nice deep breath in and out through the mouth. Let your shoulders drop down and come forward, bringing the arms slightly in front of you. And breathe in and out through the nose. Nice deep abdominal breathing. As you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. We pause. And then with the exhalation, the abdomen moves back towards the spine, pushing the breath up and out. We pause again before the next inhalation. We're going to start today with the spine enlivening series, getting the spine to move in all 6 directions. Step out to a wider stance. And get settled, feel your feet flat on the ground, feel yourself secure, stable. Feel the connection all the way down to the center of the earth. Let's just start with water waves. So just gently turning from the waist. Let the hands move through the air in front of you. Nice and slow, controlled. Look over the shoulder as you get around a little bit further each time. Try to allow your fingers to feel the Wei Qi, the energy field around you. The slower you go, the more likely you are to feel that energy field. Try to keep the knees facing forward. So we're just turning from the waist. Good. Now let the arms just drop. Let them just hang like dead weight, or as the Chinese like to say, like ribbons of silk. And again, just start turning from the waist. A little more effort this time, and as you do, the momentum causes your arms to come up and strike the body. The forearms hitting in the front just below the belly button, and then the point directly on your back, called the Ming Men point. Knocking on the door of life. Look over the shoulder. Stand nice and tall. So you can get around a little bit further each time as you feel each vertebra turning in place, starting from the lower spine, working its way all the way up into the neck. Bend your knees just a little bit. Keep yourself nice and stable. Few more. Really trying to get you warmed up on this cold day. Loosen up the spine. And begin to slow it down to where your hands now move through the air. Go back to water waves. Try to slow it down. See if you can sense that energy field around you. And a little slower until we finally come to a stop. And just place your palms towards the earth. Sense that energy coming out of your palms, your fingertips connecting to the earth. Stand nice and tall. Just take a couple nice deep breaths in and out through the nose here. Nice deep abdominal breathing. Good. Let's move into spinal cord breathing. So again, keeping that same stance. The key to this exercise really is working with the hips. So we start out, we push the hips back, or we push your butt back. Then keeping it back, we don't release that. We look up to the ceiling and the chest goes up to the ceiling. We bring our arms up, bent at about a 45-degree angle, elbows above the shoulders. And we bring the elbows down, bringing the shoulder blades down and together. We feel that nice little arch in the back here. Make sure you stay within your comfort zone with this and with all postures. Then as we breathe out, we turn so the palms are facing you. Forearms, elbows come together. Chin tucks into the chest. The elbows come down towards the waist as you shift your hips forward to meet the elbows. And just get a nice arch the opposite way. We're not bending at the waist. We're just rolling the shoulders over. You get a nice arch here. Then we tuck the chin in. Then we breathe in, lift the arms up, hips go back. Pause, get a little extra stretch. Breathe out. Pause, get a little extra stretch. Just do that at your own pace. Stay within your comfort zone. You should never feel any discomfort. Certainly never ever any pain. Limit the motion if you need to. Nice and slow. Get the elbows up high so that when you bring the elbows come up, they come down and around. And then when they come forward, they come around. So the elbows are kind of moving in this fashion. I'm speeding things up. If you're straight out here, you're just moving side to side. You really want to bring them up so you're moving the shoulder blades. Good. So we're opening the chest. bringing the shoulder blades together, then opening the back and collapsing the chest while we're moving the hips back and forward, arching the back, both towards the front and then towards the back. Just a few more. Last one. Good, and just let your arms drop when you're finished. Good. So that's 4 of the 6 directions. The last 2 directions are side to side. So go to a wider stance. And let's do moves like a river. So we're going to put our hands on our upper thighs. We're going to shift our weight to the side. So I've got most of my weight now, if I mirror you, in your left leg. Once you get there, let your left shoulder drop, then the head drops. That kind of already pushes the right hip up. We follow that with weight, shoulder, head. And just now, move side to side, nice and easy. Try not to bring it down and around. We're not bending at the waist to the front or the back. This is all side to side. Now, the beauty of spinal cord breathing is it really does a great job of opening up the spaces between the vertebrae. So if you're gentle and you stay within your comfort zone, over time the space opens up more and more, alleviating any pressure on any of the nerves. So it's a great one for anyone who's experiencing sciatica or any kind of nerve disruption in your lower back, legs. And the other 2, just make sure that you continue to have a nice, flexible spine. You don't want any degeneration of the spine if you can help it. So keeping the spine moving, keeping the discs hydrated. Are all part of these postures. Just a few more. Last one, side to side. And come back to center. Good, let's put our hands on the hips and just do some nice big hip rotations. Again, loosening up that lower back. Do them in such a way that the head doesn't move. So we're not moving the whole torso. I'm just moving it from the hips. Again, stay within your comfort zone. And reverse direction. Good, slow it down, come to a stop. Bring your feet in just a bit so that you're stable. We're going to go up on our toes. We're going to do clearing of the lungs. So here you want to try and visualize or feel the energy coming up from the ground through the soles of your feet, up the legs as you breathe it in. And we're going to lift it using the hands up into the chest as we come up onto our toes. Then we're going to breathe out. We're going to go back to being flat-footed and let the hands sink back down. We pause, breathe in. Pause, breathe out. Find a focal point about 12 feet in front of you or on a wall. That just kind of stare at that. Focus on that point. That helps with the balance. And really try to feel and visualize the energy coming up into the lungs, clearing, and then taking energy that no longer serves us and bringing it down into the ground to be recycled. One more time. Good. Just going to go to a little bit wider stance as we just let the arms now just trying to drift upward, more from the wrists, and then they drift down. We pause our breath, then we breathe in through the nose, drawing the arms up with the breath. Pause, and then as we breathe out through the nose, letting the arms just sink. Back on your heels just a little bit as they come up. A little weight, extra weight into the toes as they go down. Not lifting the feet at all, just shifting the weight a little bit back and forth, making it much less effort to move the arms. So we're going to go through the Shavasana set 1, 18 moves. This is the first one. And we're going to transition to the second one in just a moment. Opening the chest. So we're going to come up and now open the chest. Feel the shoulder blades come together, chest a little bit to the ceiling, then back down. So we breathe in, pause, breathe out, down, breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Good. Go to a little wider stance so you feel nice and stable. Dancing with the rainbow. We're going to bring our arms up, elbows slightly bent, palms facing each other. We're going to bring our hands, keeping them the same distance apart, to the left while we shift our weight to the right. Then we switch to the opposite side. Breathe in back to the center, breathe out as you shift into the sides. As you shift to the sides, look towards that side, but the head should stay nice and tall. Last one each side. Good. Come back to center. Drop the hands down. Bend the knees. Come down. Wrists crossed, palms facing the body as you come all the way up. Breathing in, above the head. Breathe out, pushing down into the ground. Dispersing the clouds. Breathing in. Pause. Breathe out. Pause. Gathering fresh energy, bringing it up the body. Then taking whatever energy no longer serves you and sending it back to the ground to be recycled. Last one. Good. Come down. Take the right hand and push to the left while your left hand sits palm up on your hip. Push as far as comfortable. Then we switch. Breathe out as you push. Breathe in as you come back to the center. Breathe out as you push. One more time each side. And back to center. Good. Rowing the boat. So imagine your arms are coming up, they're grabbing these oars. We're going to now take these oars, pull them down, your hips come forward a little bit, and palms up as you come around, and then we grab them again. So the hips come forward as you're pulling them back towards you, hips move away as the oars move away. Breathe in as you're coming up and around. Pause, breathe out as you go forward. One more time. And down. Have your palms face each other, about 6 inches apart or so. As you breathe in, let them separate about 3-4 inches. As you breathe out, they come back to the starting point. Relax the fingers, relax the palms. See if you can feel that energy ball being generated between your hands. One more time. Good. Turn that energy ball so you're holding it with your left hand. Take your right hand and move it away towards your hip. You're going to turn to the right as you lift that ball up above your head. Then turn the palm over, pushing that into the earth. Your right hand now sweeps across, gathers fresh energy to make a fresh energy ball, lifting that ball, and then putting that down. So do it slow enough that you can really feel the weight of the energy increasing in your palm and then pushing it down into the earth. Breathing in as we go up. Pause, breathe out as you come down. One more time each side. And let the hands just come down. Good. Feel that energy ball between your palms again. Just notice it there. And then as you breathe in, let that energy ball expand so it becomes bigger, like the size of a beach ball. Now we're going to lift that beach ball up and behind you as we follow it with our eyes. Then you're going to bring it back to center. Breathe in as you lift it up to the opposite side. Pause the breath. Breathe out as we come back. Looking back at the moon. Getting a nice little twist here to the lower back. One more time each side. And come back to center. Holding onto that ball, turn it so your left hand is on top, your right hand is below. With the upper arm, follow the elbow to the left, roll the ball over, and go to the right. Nice and slow. Maintain contact with that energy ball the entire time. Don't worry about the breathing. Stand nice and tall. We're not bending from the waist, we're just turning. I'm holding this ball in front of me and just turning from the waist, rolling the ball over, and then turning back to the opposite side. One more time each side. And come back to center. Still with the left hand on top. Now turn so the palms face the body. The left hand, the upper hand, is connecting to the middle dantian, the heart. The lower hand is connecting to the lower dantian, the abdomen. And just hold that for a moment and see if you can't visualize or feel or both the energy coming out of your palm, connecting to those two dantians. Now, the same as before, we're going to just turn without moving the hands till we get as far as we can comfortably go. Then the upper hand drifts down, the lower hand drifts up. We reconnect with the dantians, and then we slowly move to the opposite side. Get to the end, switch. Have your eyes focused on that upper palm as it comes across. When that upper palm starts to drop, look to the horizon. When that other second hand comes up into the upper position, now focus on that palm and go across. Nice and slow. Really try to feel that energetic connection. Keep the arms rounded, away from the body, but not so far as you lock out the elbows. One more time each side. And back to center. Bring the hands down. And again, just connect to the earth. I'll turn to the side, left. Bring your left foot out. We're going to scoop water and then look at the sky. So we're going to bend over, putting weight into our left leg. As we scoop the water, our wrists cross. We then put the weight back into the right leg, lean back just to the ceiling as we bring it all the way up and slightly behind us. And then we start over. Do a nice wide stance here. Make sure the back foot is turned about a 45-degree angle. And they're separated enough so you're not like trying to stand on a railroad, we're on a rail. You're separated, the rail is in between you. And so we're going to bend down, scoop it up, breathing it in. Pause, breathe out. Pause, breathe in. One more time. And this time, as your arms come down, bring your feet back to neutral. Connect to the earth again. And now put your right foot forward, left foot back. And we start over. Scoop down, bring it up, and back. Last one. As you come up, come back to center. And again, connect to the earth. Good. So again, you're going to put your left foot forward, same stance as before. Palms facing forward, close to your body. Your weight is on your right back leg. We're going to shift our weight to the left front leg as we push forward. Then we're going to let our hands drop, come back. Breathe out, pause, breathe in, pause. Pushing and pulling the waves. One more time. Push. And as you pull, come back to center. And just connect to the earth for a moment. And now put your right foot forward, left foot back at a 45. Bring the hands up the body. Push. Shift the weight forward, then back. One more time. As you pull back to center, connect to the earth. So one more time, left foot goes out, right foot goes back. Same stance. Pigeon wings. So we're going to open our wings just to the sky, weight to the back leg. Then lean forward as we envelop our wings. Breathe in, pause, breathe out. One more, and then back to neutral. Step out with your right foot. Nice stable stance. Breathe in as you open your wings. Breathe out as you envelop them. Transferring the weight back, then forward. One more time. Back to center. And just connect to the earth again. Good. Hands on the hips, palms up, loose fist. Turn it at a little bit of an angle here. As your left hand comes out, you're going to rotate it a whole arm over so it ends up palm down, right center line off the chest. Then as that one comes back, the right hand comes out. And just nice and slow. As you're punching, tense up a bit and then relax about halfway back, and then you tense up again as the other second half of the other hand coming out. Do it nice and slow, coming out, rotating. So it's right in front of the chest. One more time each side. And back to center, down. Bring your stance closer because we're going to go up on our toes. We're going to let our wings come up as we rise up on the toes. Wings go down as we bring the heels down. So we bring the heels up. With the in-breath, pause. With the out-breath, heels come back down. Wild goose flying. Try to do it as slow and controlled as you can. Find that focal point, just stare at it. One more time. And down. Go to a little bit of a wider stance, shoulder width or a little bit more. Bring your arms up, palms facing each other. Actually, let's go to an even wider stance so we're nice and stable and we can bend down. Let's do a different variation on this one. Turn your palms out. Imagine you're holding on to a wheel here. So we're going to bring this wheel down and around and back up. And just keep turning in that one direction. Shifting the weight from side to side. You like, You can breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down, or just go nice and slow and breathe naturally. One more time, and then we're going to reverse. So we're going to go down, come back up, and then reverse. One more time. All the way up, down, back to your earth stance. And bouncing the ball, let's start just with the legs so we get kind of used to it and you find the right distance between your feet. You're just going to step up as you breathe in, step down as you breathe out. Then the opposite foot, breathe in, pause, breathe out. Try to stand nice and tall and just work with the breath, lifting and lowering the legs. Good. Okay, as you lift whatever leg you're on, lift the opposite hand so they get synchronized together. Now imagine you've got a basketball here, and as you go down, you're going to really push down, both with the hand and with the feet. Feel those vibrations coming through the feet, all the way through your skeletal system. One more time each side. And come back to earth stance. Good, staying with that wider stance. Let your hands come up into prayer position, pushing the palms together, lifting the elbows as you drop down. So we breathe in as we come up. Pause, breathe out as you go down. One more time. Come on back up. So that's a version, perhaps my version of the Shavasana 18, set 1. Let's do one from the Jijin Jing, especially good for the arthritis of the hands, the fingers, the wrists. So this one is one of those situations where you really do want to tense, and tense strongly. So we're going to start with our feet planted so they're solid to the ground. We're going to start with our hands in front of us, fingers pointing down towards the earth, thumbs pointing out. We're going to stretch the fingers apart as much as we can and the thumbs. And you're going to kind of fight that resistance as you try to pull that up and turn so the finger point towards the wall. And then relax. That's the first movement of 4. Second one I call baby chicken. We're going to push down with our fingertips, keeping the arms close to the shoulders. Feel that stretch all through here. And then relax. Pushing with the heels of the hands, which means pulling the fingers back and stretching them apart to the sides. Relax and bring it in. And this time, fingers and thumb stretched and pulling them up and back as you go to the horizon, either side. And relax and down. So let's do that all together. So we breathe in, breathe out, relax. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out and down. Let's do it one more time, the whole sequence. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Bringing down the heavens 3 times. Breathe in as you gather the energy. Feel the weight of the energy in your palms as you gather it. Pause. Push that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs, into the ground to be recycled. So we breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Pause. Gather fresh energy. Really try to feel it. Finish with one hand over the other over your lower dantian, bringing the feet together. Feel that energy coming out of your palms. Just imagine there's a little pearl inside you. That little pearl is your lower dantian. Picture that pearl getting whiter, brighter, warmer as it gathers that energy. And then let your body relax and let that energy spread out from that pearl, spiraling down your legs and up your torso. And just let the energy move you. Bamboo in the wind. Let that energy move into every part of your body, dispelling darkness, energetic stagnation and blockages, removing negative thoughts and emotions until every part of your physical body is aglow with that energy. And let that energy expand outward, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And just allow yourself to float weightlessly inside this cocoon. Begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath in, gather those energies and those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.